I'm Leena Rao with TechCrunch TV, and we're here at Salesforce's developer conference called Cloudstock, and we're going to go check out what some of these hackers have been working on for the past few hours. So I'm here with Sachin Reiki, and he's going to explain to us what he's hacked today. Today, right? You hacked today. So tell us a little bit about your app.
Yeah, so I was basically trying to play around with the Twilio APIs, and I heard that it was really easy to actually send text messages via their API. And so basically what I wanted to do is make it really easy for me to share my contact information with anyone at this event, or any event for that matter. The problem is that even though we're kind of living in this world with social networks like LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter, it still requires both of us to have the same application or use the same social network to share information. And so frankly, I still do what everyone does, which is pull out my business card to actually send you that information.
Of course, yeah. It's hard to eliminate that.
Exactly.
You're going to.
So that's my hope. The goal is that the one thing that everyone always has is a cell phone that's capable of sending text messages to someone. So I use that as kind of the bare bones minimum requirement that both the recipient and the sender has to share their information. So what you basically do is just send the connectme.cc, which is the name of the service, just send the specific phone number, either the email address or the phone number or the Twitter alias of whoever you want to share your information with, and then it takes care of making sure that they get the information.
So everything's done over text, but you input, a Twitter, like for me, I would input, or you would input @Leena Rao.
Exactly.
And it would DM me.
Yep.
Even if you're not following me, or even
exactly.
if it's not. Okay.
Exactly. And the way it does that is it actually sends an @reply to you from the Connect Me CC Twitter alias saying, hey, Sachin has shared his information with you. Click here to see the entire details about his contact.
Now, do you see this as something that's used by just the business community, or is this something that can be like a consumer app as well?
I definitely see it as being ubiquitous. You can share with anyone. And so in addition, I actually support all the major social network profiles. It can be Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever profiles you actually want to share with the other person, I allow you to actually share. So I think, business cards are still traditionally a very, business scenario kind of thing. But frankly, when you meet someone, you often do share their phone number. Why not, when you get their phone number, send them a little bit of information about you as well, even outside of the business context?
Cool. Well, I'll look forward to maybe seeing this either on stage or in the winner's circle, or
cool.
Maybe even beyond, maybe on TechCrunch one day.
Sounds good.
Cool. Nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you.
We're here with the Stanton Technologies group, some developers from the Stanton Technologies group, and they have built a image resizing tool for Salesforce.com. Mike, will you tell us a little bit more about what you guys hacked today?
Yeah, so basically inside Salesforce, when you upload images, there's no way to edit the image in any fashion. You can't resize it, you can't crop it or rotate it. And this is something that our customers want, so we decided to see if we could do that. So basically, you can upload an image to Salesforce, and then we use the Google App Engine, and we send the image over to the Google App Engine, and we manipulate it. So we're going to resize it into whatever width and height you want, so you size it down or up, and then return that image and attach it to the records.
And then in terms of, what other capabilities you can do resizing? Can you alter the color or the font, all different sort of Photoshop-esque type of capabilities? Do you have that?
Theoretically, yes. Yes, you can do that. Basically, what we're going to use it for is resizing, cropping the image, rotating the image, that kind of simple editing. Mm-hmm. And then as our customers want more and more, which of course they will, we'll see about adding that in.
Where do you guys, what does your group do?
We do two things. Basically, we have a product called Orchestra CMS. It's a web content management system that runs natively on Salesforce. And we have a professional services group, so we take your website that you can have inside Salesforce, inside sites, and we allow people to manage their content. So they can version content and build up their website.
And how long did it take you to do this tool today?
2 hours. We didn't realize that you could actually start early, and so we just came up with an idea and thought this would be something cool to do.
Great. Well, it looks like you're presenting, so good luck.
Thank you.
We're here with Vijay Rao, who's going to show us his product today. It combines LinkedIn with Yahoo job listings. So Vijay, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you're doing here?
Right. So basically, anybody who's tried to look for a job has always had the difficulty. They want to take advantage of their connections, but it's a very painful and frustrating experience. You know, you have to find your connection, what company they work for, then you got to go open another browser, try to figure out, you know, what positions are open. Then you have to, you know, sort of go through positions that are of fit to you. So what I have done is, you know, I pull in the LinkedIn connections using their JavaScript API, and then I query Google to figure out the company's corporate careers page, and then I show them side by side. So, you know, you're not opening two browsers trying to figure out what jobs are open. And obviously there are a lot of additional enhancements that can be done to this to make this something that's really useful.
Seems like something that LinkedIn should be doing anyway.
Exactly.
You know, to sort of add contextual information for users. Maybe you would have given them a pretty good idea.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to go to LinkedIn and see if you can sell it.
Yeah, of course, ideally.
And so tell us a little bit about yourself. You have a developer background?
So basically, you know, I have a developer background, but more recently I've been in consulting, you know, working with customers, product management, you know, consulting. And recently I was looking for product management positions. If anybody's hiring, hey, I'm here. So obviously it was a very frustrating experience for me. I wanted to, you know, take advantage of my connections, but it was a very painful and, you know, frustrating experience. So that's what gave, you know, birth to this.
Great. Well, thanks for sharing with us.
Thanks.
I'm here with Britton, who is the developer evangelist for Twilio. And you're going to show us a game that was developed by some hackers, not here, but HackNY. HackNY. And this game is actually going to be played by the Salesforce hackers and the people attending this event in the intermissions, right?
That's correct.
So why don't you tell us about the game?
All right, so the game, it was developed by Justin Ardini, Paul Kernfeld, and David Trejo at HackNY. And the game is called Touchtone Tanks. The way it works is a crowd of people, you know, you put this game up on a projector, a crowd of people call in, and for each person that calls, a tank is spawned on the screen. You control the tank with your keypad on your phone, so you can move it left and right, adjust the turret, and then you can fire by pressing a button. And the game is basically, you know, 100 tanks show up, or however many people call in, show up on the screen, and you control them remotely. So it's really great for intermission at a big conference, or, you know, things like that.
Have you used this at other conferences?
Actually, I just got access to show it off today, so I haven't been showing it off at other events, but I have seen it before and I've used it. I think a month and a half ago, there was a New York Tech Meetup where they demoed. It was the college edition of the New York Tech Meetup, and there were, I think, 3 or 4 different apps that were built at HackNY, all showing off, and I think the 3 of them were built with Twilio.
That's great. Yeah. Great for Twilio. So how many tanks are generally, it depends on
the crowd. We're gonna be testing it here. I don't know how many people we can handle, so it might be too many. It depends on the size of the crowd.
Well, we're excited to see it. Yeah. Thanks for sharing.
Oh, sure, totally.
We're here with Michelle Cadieux. Did I say that right? And her app that she's built today is actually doing good for the world. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what your app is doing, and sort of, today also happens to be a national day for women's health.
So International Domestic Violence Prevention Day is international. We're working on an SMS alert that's kind of based on a I am not okay, but you know, you push a couple keys on your phone and it will cue your network in that you need assistance now. We're targeting to work with some women in a nonprofit that work in slums in India that have some issues of domestic violence, but it's also more wide-ranging that could be used for disasters in general.
And what APIs did you use today?
We use Twilio, we use some Google stuff, there's a number of other platforms and partners that we have, but Titanium for Android, so.
Great, well, it was nice to meet you, and good luck with your app.
All right, yeah, and we'll be at TED Women on December 8th.
Great.
And that'll be live streamed.
Thank you.